109,000 impressions, 14,700 profile visits, 286 followers, 150 email subs, and thousands of dollars in digital product sales. These are the stats from 28 days, or the last 28 days on Twitter. And I really only started on this platform in the month of February. So in this video, I want to talk about how you can grow an audience on Twitter fast, and why I think it's gonna be the social media king, the king of all other social media platforms by the end of 2021. So let's first talk about why Twitter. Why would you wanna grow on this platform? It's nothing new, it's been around for a long, long time. So why am I focused on growing on Twitter, and why should you wanna build your audience here in 2021? So let's talk about those reasons right now. First, the organic reach and engagement on Twitter is incredible. And I've been on quite a few different platforms. I have an email list, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, I have my own Facebook groups, I've been on Instagram and Snapchat, and the engagement and organic reach that I see on Twitter just murders all these other platforms for the amount of followers that I have, right? I only have 286 followers here, and I have 109,000 people who have seen my tweets. So the organic reach and the engagement here is crazy high, and you would think it's a new platform for how good the organic reach is. So that's number one. Number two is the quality of information and value that people share on this platform is also it's top notch. It's really high quality. And this does go back to who you follow and who you choose to follow on Twitter. But overall, there's some of the biggest entrepreneurs and billionaires in the world, like Elon Musk. They're very active on this platform, and they're sharing information, and they're sharing value and insights and different things and lessons about their business. So the quality of information and the value and the people you're gonna find on Twitter is top notch. Some of the brightest minds in the world, this is their platform of choice, Twitter. Number three is there is no limit to the amount of followers you can have. So platforms like Facebook, you can only have 5,000 friends. On Instagram, there's no limit. YouTube, there's no limit. But LinkedIn, you also have a limit. I think it's like 30,000 connections, which is kind of high, but there is still a limit. So Twitter, you can have an unlimited amount of followers. And like I said on the first point, the organic reach and engagement is incredible. So just imagine putting a tweet out, and unlike Facebook pages where you're posting and only 1% of people see your post, with Twitter, the reach is still crazy high even for a mature platform. And the fourth reason is they're coming out with a feature that rivals the best feature on every other platform there is. Instagram Stories. Twitter has a feature called Fleets that is just like Story. Spaces is coming on to take on Clubhouse, right? So you guys know what Clubhouse is, that new audio-only app. Twitter is rolling out a new feature called Spaces, which is the exact same thing as Clubhouse. Communities, that's gonna take on Facebook groups. So Twitter is gonna have their own groups and own communities directly in the platform. Super follows, where you can actually pay people, or you can, if you're a big influencer, you can charge people to follow you and see certain tweets of yours. That's gonna rival Patreon, where people are paying creators for their information. They also just rolled out a built-in newsletter platform to rival Substack. If you guys know what that is, Substack, they allow you to create paid email newsletters. Twitter just rolled out a feature to create your own newsletter directly in the platform. And word on the street is Twitter is also testing e-commerce features, which means you could directly buy products right off the platform, products and services. So Twitter is coming out with a feature to rival basically every other platform out there, and they're really going hard on these features this year. So I'm excited to see what this is, or what it's gonna look like, and how Twitter is gonna grow by the end of this year, or through this year. Now, here's my prediction, and you can mark my words in this. By the end of 2021, Twitter will be the king of all social media platforms. It's gonna be the most talked about. It's gonna be the most desirable platform for people wanting to build their audience because of all the features and because of all the engagement there. And I think that right now, we are still in the early phases, which is weird to say. We're still in the early phases of people starting to grow their audience and their influence and their businesses on Twitter. So I wanna help you in this video. I wanna give you some ways to grow on this platform fast, start growing your audience, and ride this wave and get ahead of the curve before everyone else starts jumping into this and growing their audience on Twitter as well. So let's dive into these growth hacks or these steps right now. Now, the first Twitter growth hack is to pick 3 main content buckets. So for me, what that is right now, and this could change, over time depending on data and depending on what my audience says, but the main 3 content buckets I have on Twitter are content creation, email marketing, and digital products. So these 3 things, this is the main 3 topics. Everything that I tweet about on Twitter is going to be about these 3 content buckets: digital products, email marketing, and content creation. So this just makes it a lot easier where you're not going onto Twitter and you're not just guessing about what to write about. Everything that I tweet about and all the content that I post on Twitter is gonna be about those 3 content buckets. So that's the first thing, is to pick your 3 content buckets. Second thing is to post 3 to 5 times daily, or tweet 3 to 5 times daily. And this could be how-to information, it could be value, it could be insights, it could be lessons, it could be common mistakes that your market is making. It could be quotes or concepts that resonate with you and also relate to your content buckets. And really, you just want to be posting consistently every day. And it doesn't always need to be some kind of braingasm. It doesn't always need to be like the number one piece of content that you're gonna put out. The main thing is you wanna be consistent, you wanna share your thoughts and ideas, and when you do this consistently, people are gonna not only see you a lot more, but you're gonna have at least, let's say you post 100 tweets, at least one of those is gonna get traction more than the others. And then you know from there, it's like, okay, this topic got traction. I can talk more about this. I can dive deeper into this topic. So when you tweet 3 to 5 times daily, you are giving yourself enough time and enough data points to know which topics are resonating and which ones you can go deeper on and which ones you can just, ditch and not talk about anymore if it's not getting any traction. I also use a tool like Hype Theory to save me a lot of time, and it helps me to schedule out my tweets. So I don't have to worry about sitting down every day and just thinking from scratch what to actually write about. Sometimes I'll use this tool, Hype Theory, to schedule out an entire week in advance, so I don't have to think about what to write about each day. So if you guys wanna check that out, I'll drop a link to Hype Theory below in the description, and that's really gonna save you a ton of time with scheduling out your tweets and helping you stay consistent. Now, number 3, the third Twitter growth hack, is to make categorized lists of different industries and different areas that you want to learn more about. So some of the lists that I have are for writers, tech founders, there are email marketers, personal finance people, investors, content creators. I have different lists for different categories and different industries. And these lists make it easy for me to filter out only the information that I want to see. And I have it categorized based on the different industry or the different expertise area. Twitter growth hack number 4 is to create a tweet storm once a week. And this is super powerful if you can be consistent with this. So Twitter has a 280 character limit per tweet. And tweet storms, what it is, it's basically a long article and you're just breaking it up tweet by tweet and it's all within one thread. So let's just say that you want to create a tweet storm, the 11 best subject line formulas for e-commerce brands. So you might create one tweet, you reply to that tweet with subject line formula number 1, you reply to that with subject line formula number 2, and so on and so forth for 11 or 12 tweets. At the end of that tweet storm, you can link to your website, you can link to a product, you can link to book a call, and all this really is you are creating a thread of a topic or an idea. It's usually how-to posts. I'll throw one up on the screen here, an example that I wrote a couple weeks ago that did pretty well. And this is around creating your own paid email challenge. So you can see here, I went step by step, tweet by tweet through creating your own paid email challenge. And at the end of that, I told them, hey, if you want to learn more about this, join my email list. I actually had a couple people reach out to me who want me to help them with creating this for themselves. So I have potential coaching clients right there from this tweet storm. So this is great to build your list. It's great to get exposure on your profile. If you get one of these that goes off, that does well, it can attract a lot of people, a lot of eyeballs to your profile. And when you create one of these, if someone likes what you're posting, there's a good chance they're gonna go to your profile and check out all the other content that you're posting. And if you have other tweet storms there, they're gonna go down the rabbit hole with all of your content. So one of these a week, very powerful if you can stay consistent with this over time. And all you're really doing here is just diving deeper into one of your content buckets and expanding upon that in a multiple tweet thread. That's what a tweet storm is. Twitter growth hack number 5 is to engage with people every day, 3 to 5 times per day. And what does engagement mean? Well, liking, commenting, retweeting, just engaging with other people and showing an interest in other people. So what I recommend you do is make a list, a Twitter list, a categorized list of people who have anywhere from, let's say, 200 to 300 followers to 2,000 followers. Make a list of these people, make a list of 30 to 50 of these people, and every day, look in that list and like, comment, and retweet people that you resonate with. And if you're commenting on people's threads, make sure you're saying something more than just good tweet or good thought. Add something to the conversation, add some value, add your own input. Don't disagree with them, right? We wanna make friends here, we don't wanna make enemies, but engage with them and provide thoughtful conversation or are you actually adding something to the conversation? So if you want people to take an interest in you, especially if you're brand new, you need to take an interest in them. And that means engaging with them and liking and commenting and retweeting anything that you resonate with and making this a habit every day. So engaging with people, and you can even do this through DMs too, messaging people, and don't pitch them. Just say, hey, thanks for following me, or thanks for posting this. I really resonated with this. That's how you connect with people, and that is how you grow your Twitter following. That's how you grow an audience, is actually engaging with people and being a real human being. Twitter growth hack number 6 is to spend time learning every day. So at least 1 to 2 hours every day, you should be learning new things and new skills and new ideas and insights. There needs to be a constant flow of new ideas flowing into your brain and new knowledge flowing into your brain. There's no excuse for you not to be learning new things every day. And learning new things is how you are going to be able to create new content, create new products, throw new ideas out there, come up with new ideas. You need to be learning every day. So what do I mean by learning every day? Well, you want to follow smart people, watch interviews, listen to podcasts, read books from smart people who are where you want to be. And just make it a habit to pick up new skills. It doesn't always need to be in business. It can be in other things. Just learning from different industries and different smart people and using that to increase the amount of knowledge that you have and the amount of ideas and insights that you have that you can share with your market on Twitter, right? So as you have this system for learning new things, you're gonna also have a way to share new content, because you're gonna have this constant flow of new information and new knowledge coming in. And through that, you're gonna have all these new ideas that you can create content around. The 7th Twitter growth hack is to build in public. And I've talked about this a few times now, right? Building in public, building your business in public, and sharing every step and not just the highlights, right? Everyone's always like trying to share their highlights. They think they can only share the top moments. Oh, look how much money I made. Look at these new cars I bought. Look at this new house that I rented. That's not all you have to share. You can share the lowlights, the mistakes, the things that didn't go wrong. And that's what's actually gonna help you bond more and connect better with your audience, because no one is perfect. And if you put out this picture that you're always right and you're only posting your highlights, people don't connect with that. So don't be afraid to document your journey. Don't be afraid to share what's working and what's not working and things that you're trying out, right? As you're going along and testing things, you're building in public and you're sharing each step that you're taking. And this is gonna help you build that audience, because people are gonna be watching you, they're seeing you actually improve every day. And again, you don't have to just post your highlights, because people wanna see the journey. They wanna see the steps that you're taking to improve yourself. And they also connect better. People connect better with people who aren't just perfect all the time. So build in public. This is one of the most powerful things you can do, and share your work. This is gonna help build the bond with you and your audience. Now, the 8th Twitter growth hack is to join an accountability group of other people who are gonna help you grow on Twitter, where everyone's growing together. So I just got out of this program called Ship 30 for 30. And what this program is, it helps you to develop a writing habit, and they focus on Twitter. So every day we post something called an atomic essay. And an atomic essay is a 250-word essay or article, a short article on whatever topic that you want. And every day you're posting it to Twitter, and you have this group. There was 250 or so people in this group, and we're all engaging with each other's essays. We're growing together. We're engaging with everyone's posts. And this is a great way to stay accountable, develop a writing habit of publishing daily and building your audience, and also getting in the habit of engaging with other people and responding to other people and thinking of things, having new ideas and new insights, and reading things on Twitter and using that to learn more and process more and create better content. So I'll drop a link to this Ship 30 for 30 program below. I actually have a link where you can get $20 off. I do get a small kickback if you do. If you don't want to save the $20 and you don't want me to get a commission, then just go to ship30for30.com. You can sign up there. Highly recommend it, or just any accountability group that's going to help you publish consistently on LinkedIn and engage and grow together with another group. If you want to check out Ship 30 for 30, I'll have a link to that below where you can save $20 on that program. So that's it for the Twitter growth hacks. We shared 8 of them today. Like I said, I think Twitter is an amazing platform. I think it's going to be the king of all social media platforms by the end of 2021, with all of their new features coming out and what they already have here. If you just take these 8 Twitter growth hacks and you actually apply them consistently and stick with it for a few months, 2 to 3 months at least, I am positive, I'm 100% positive positive that you will see momentum, you will grow your audience, and you will be happy that you actually stuck with it if you actually do these 8 growth hacks here. So if you guys like this, if you enjoyed it, give me a like. Make sure you subscribe below if you guys are enjoying this content, if you're not already subscribed. In next week's video, we will talk about digital product ideas that all have 100K or more potential. And once you build your audience on Twitter, that's the next step, is selling products and selling things that solve problems for your audience. So next week, we will talk about digital product ideas. I will see you there. Take care.